Hey girls, it's Stephanie. I wanted to share with you real quick a mini album that I just made for Sherry's, sorry, things are twisting around back here. She's doing Sherry over at Scrappin' and Rappin'. She hosted a Christmas in July mini album swap, and it's a secret swap in that you don't know who you're getting an album from. So my partner does not know that this is for her. Duh, if that made any sense. Whoever's getting this, they don't know that it's for them. So if you're in Sherry's mini album swap and you want to be surprised, then don't watch this video. Otherwise, if you want a sneak peek, and keep watching. I made a little charm. I finished the mini album. Well, I got started on it right away once I signed up because I knew I wanted to use this Swell Noel K & Company paper line, and Sherry had a challenge on there. Well, actually it was a requirement. You couldn't use the traditional red, green, gold, you know, traditional Christmas colors. You had to think outside the box. And I knew right away I wanted to use this K & Company Swell Noel paper line. It is just so pretty, and I see here is one of the chipboard pieces from it. And I mean, that is just totally up my alley. Pink and glittery and fun. So I went to town and got this mini album finished. I used one of the chipboard albums from Michaels that was in the shape of, I guess it's an ornament. It has a little tab up here. And the other requirement was that it had to be 6 pages. And the Michaels albums only come with 5, and of course I only had 1 left of that, so I just traced onto a piece of chipboard and cut it out by hand. But let's go through the album. Once I finished everything, I put the last photo mat in and did the last tags, and then made this charm this afternoon, and this just little charm that says made with love, and some of the cool beads. I found these beads at Tuesday Morning, and they had a very retro feel to them. I just love that color, and so I pulled those out of my stash and used those today making the charms. And I have a little angel charm. Well, it can either be a butterfly, a fairy, or an angel. In this case, we're going to use her as an angel. And I just put that on a swivel clasp and hung it from the front. And here's a little jingle bell. And here's one of the bottle caps that Melissa gave to me in a rack. Thank you, Melissa. I just punched out with my 1-inch circle punch a piece from the pattern paper and put it in there with, I believe it was, I used crackle accent over the top, and I had a jar of Martha Stewart, it's kind of a chunky glitter, and sprinkled that on the top. And this was part of a Christmas pick from last year, and I just took it apart and used a couple of the pieces out of it. Here's one of the Michaels Dollar Spot pink felt birds, and these 2 flowers were from the Swell Noel collection. And this pearl trim here is from Basic Gray. And I went around the edge and the top of all of the pages with my silver Adirondack paint dabbers. And the next page I thought this was cute. The little mittens, chipboard accent. I just put it on some red and white Martha Stewart Baker's twine and punched a hole through. One of the 12 by 12 pages comes with a bunch of these little square tags. You can either use the page whole, or you can cut each individual little square out. And this one I cut out, and I just put a little bit of stickles on his hat and hung the mittens from there, and put a little half of a doily back here in the back, and 2 photo mats, I guess you would call it. I cut these out with my Nestability and ran it through the Snowflake Cuttlebug embossing folder, and then just kind of took my embossing pad and lightly drug it across the top, and then used silver embossing powder and stamped December 25th, and then hand drew the journaling lines there with my gold Elmer's paint pen, and put one of the pattern paper pieces inside, and that one's the same, and that just tucks back in. And the next page, I really like this particular paper. Well, the whole thing is just so cute, and I hated to cover it up, but right here I just cut out another strip of the same pattern paper and popped it up to make a pocket. And on the stockings and on the hat, I used liquid applique and some more of that Martha Stewart chunky iridescent glitter, and heat set it, and it puffs up, and it has a really cool texture. And I just did a couple of photo mats on a brad. You can either put photos or journaling or both, and that just tucks back in. And the next page, I did just a clear acetate frame and put some of the chipboard accent pieces around, and this is just a little photo mat, slides out. And this page, I had a lot of fun with this one. I backed it with a large piece of lace, and this ribbon right here in the front, this green and silver, is from Martha Stewart. And here's another one of the Swell Noel chip accents. And actually, no, I'm sorry, that's a 3D sticker. And it's got bling and some glitter on it. And these two are the Recollections flowers, and this is, oh, sorry, the cat. Lucy has to get up here in my lap. I put one of the Martha Stewart, I have Martha Stewart on the brain, one of the Michaels dollar belt birds over here. And I don't remember if this is, ouch, Lucy, sit down please. I don't remember if this is Prima or if this is Recollections, this holly leaf, but it was a little too bright green, so I just sprayed it with my old olive glimmer mist and darkened it up a little bit. And you see what I mean with this paper? This is just so pretty. It's hard to it's hard to cover it up. And I made a little pull-out photo booklet, I guess you would call it. Places for photos and for journaling on the front, and the same on the back. And that just tucks back inside. And the next page, this is just a plain photo mat. This is the back side of the pages that had the little, oh, where did he go? those, the little squares. This is the back side of it. Very cute. And oh, this cat, she's driving me nuts. She has to get in my lap and she's wiggling around. She's not very small, so she's, anyways, I love my little pets. Where was I? Yes. This is just a plain photo mat here. I backed it with some pink cardstock. Put one of the 3D stickers from the collection here. And this is one of the chipboard pieces, and I left the top open as much as I could so they could still put a photo, you know, and it'll reach all the way down behind. And then I left the spot over here to do either another photo and some journaling, or whatever she wants to do, and that just tucks between the pink and the brown. And the next page, this ribbon I believe came from Michaels last year. Their Christmas, when everything went on sale, I snapped up a bunch of ribbon, and this is some of the bling from Michaels and one of the chipboard accent pieces from the collection and a 3D sticker. And this is just a piece of the paper collection that I put down here on the pink cardstock, and this is just a fold out. She can do journaling on this side, and oops, there's lots of, sorry, I'm trying to get all of this in the frame, lots of journaling and photo places in here. I wanted to give her lots of room to put a bunch of pictures and also do journaling. I didn't want to, you know, I don't know what I'm trying to think of right there. This cat is wiggling around on me. This, I love this, how this page turned out. I made this flower with some blue lace that I got from Linda. It was in a giveaway, Scrap Chica. And I want to say it was at a mini album scraps.ning Ustream that she did some months ago. And this was just the perfect shade of blue, this lace, and it was the perfect size. I just did a running stitch around the outside of it and then gathered it and hot glued it to a piece of scrap paper and put one of the pink pearl pieces here with a little turquoise feather and this velvet pink ribbon that came from Sherry. Thank you so much, Sherry. And I love this, love this ribbon. And I just made kind of a pocket out of it here and put one of the chipboard pieces down at the bottom and also on the sides. And up at the top there's another chipboard piece, and this I printed off last Christmas. It was one of the scrapbooking magazines. They did a free downloads for tags, and this one is from It's a Wonderful Life. Teacher says every time a bell rings an angel gets his wings, and I just hot glued a little bell here. And then there's 3 little photo mats from the collection. Very, very cute papers, and they just tucked back down inside here. And the next page, this one, I really love this page. Where to start? Well, here, let me pull this out. I just did a little booklet. Let me try and get this to sit for a second. I did a little booklet. This is another one of the little squares from the pattern paper that I cut this one out individually, and I put some stickles where the snow is. And this is actually, the blue up here is supposed to be felt, but I went over it with glossy accents to give it some dimension. It's just a little flat sticker that came from, what is it, the DCWV Christmas combo from last year. And these little photo corners were also in that same sticker pack. And I just had, like, see here, this is the page I was talking about with all of the little squares you can cut out. So cute. And I just made a little photo booklet with some of the papers. She can put photos or do journaling or both, you know, whatever she wants to do. And this page I used, this pleated trim came from Melissa Sandrock, Queen Bee 063, I believe, in the giveaway that I won from her a couple of months ago. And thank you, Melissa, very much. I love this trim. I'm gonna have to find some more of this. I think it's the last of it. And I ran some I put another piece of the wide lace across the top. This is 2 pieces of the pleated ribbon, one down at the bottom and one at the top. And then across the center I put this really pretty lace that I found at Walmart. And it's got an open center. You can just barely see it here where I've got the sheer blue ribbon coming through it. And then down at the bottom, this is just a little bit of crocheted cotton trim that was in the Joann's Dollar Spot last year. And these are some of the chipboard pieces from the Swell Noel. And I just popped some of them up, you know, to kind of give it a little bit of a dimensional scene. And I thought that was really cute. And this says Home for the Holidays, and that just tucks back down inside. And the next page is Silent Night. This is another one of the little cutouts from the collection, and I used some liquid applique with some of the Martha Stewart iridescent glitter in there, and heat set it to make it puff up. And this is also up a little bit so she can put a photo here. And this is just a plain photo mat with Martha Stewart punch and some of the stickers, paper rosettes from the collection line down at the bottom. And let's see, this next page, this is very cute. I love this paper collection. It's my favorite, I think. Here's another chipboard piece, says Noel, and I just left this as a big photo mat, or she can leave it as it is and not cover it up, whatever she wants to do. Here's another chipboard piece, and I put stickles on, like on the snow here, and then on the white parts right here where it says Jolly on his mittens and his hat, and then in the ornament, and up here in the holly, just to give it a little bit of dimension and texture. And this one also has a few tags on brads that just swivel out. And I didn't put any journaling lines or anything because I'm not sure if she wants to put photos on this or leave it and put photos here, you know, whatever she wants to do. So I didn't want to, you know, stamp journaling lines all over everything and then, you know, mess it up. So, and that just tucks back in between the blue background. I put a piece, I backed this pattern paper with a piece of light blue cardstock just to accent it a little bit. And the last, this is the back, And I didn't do anything with this because I could not cover this page up. I knew this one was going to have to be the back page. I just loved the whole thing. Down here at the bottom, I put glossy accents across the snow, and I used some of that Martha Stewart chunky iridescent glitter, and it has a really cool texture to it. And I put some up here along the rooftops and right here on the steeple in the rooftop of the church. I put crackle accents, and I spritzed it with gold glimmer mist and put just a little dot of stickles in the stars up here. And I love it. I want to put my information on the back, but I don't want to because I don't want to mess up this page. I just love how this, you know, paper, you don't have to do anything to it. It just, you know, it does all the work for you. And I just absolutely had a blast. So Sherry, thank you so much for doing this swap, and I really hope that my partner likes her mini album. I'm excited to get mine. I don't know who is making my album, but I know I'm gonna love it. And I had an absolute blast. I'm about to start making some more Christmas mini albums because now I'm on a roll with Christmas. And anywho, that's it. Oh my gosh, 22 minutes. Okay, I've talked long enough. I will talk to you all later. Happy 4th of July. Good night.